There are those of you who've not yet been called in the way we like to put it, to have a call. We inherit all that from the institutionalized church. We are a royal priesthood. We are a holy nation. Remain waiting on God to use you. Because the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. There are many who have received and are sitting on their spiritual bubble, I call it, of them and God. But you see, you can't love God and not love his people. There's a vineyard, and there are many who God is waiting to send out 11th hour workers to reach. And I'll tell you something. It is going to surprise many, the ones who are going to be called in this season. The reward shall be the same for all those who come into a knowledge of the Bible testing truth. Remember, there is the apostate church or the institutionalized church. They're both the same. I want to remind you of this, because let me explain. I'm going to explain to you what the 11th hour worker is going to be called to do. But you need to understand, Revelation 18:1-5 makes reference to the institutionalized, the apostate church. After these things, I saw another angel coming down from heaven, having great authority, and the earth was illuminated with his glory. And he cried mightily with a loud voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become a dwelling place of demons, a prison for every foul spirit, and a cage for every unclean and hated bird. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. The kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth have become rich through the abundance of her luxury. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, lest you share in her sins, unless you receive of her plagues. For her sins have reached to heaven, and God has remembered her iniquities. There's a coming out because of the message and the assignments of the 11th hour workers, that there are those who would have sat in apostate churches for years and years and years. They will hear the message of the truth, not the forms of godliness, watered down, compromise, prosperity, gospel. They will hear the truth. The truth will set them free, and they will come out of the apostasy.